Oops. All right, we are just about to start here, my friends. Oh, I can retweet that from the SideQuesting.com account. And I'm also going to write, we are live on the SideQuest.
The SideQuest.
The SideQuest.
No.
My voice is so shot right now, dude.
Dali, you got to do it like something out of the 80s, man. Like, SideQuest, yeah! You know, like something
We
like
gotta
that.
do the SideQuest!
My goodness. Did you have children sleeping?
Why do I do this? She stays up late during
We're
the
going to find out that at the end of the side quest, the real quest reward was our friendship all along.
Yes.
It was the friends we made along the way.
Bad reward.
No. It's gonna be the Octopath side quest where we can only talk to the camera and not with each other.
You know what? Wow, I am. Oh boy.
We're gonna name this episode the first letter of each one of our names, right?
This is gonna be a good show.
I like WoW because WoW is the only person I've seen on Twitter who's not completely enamored by the manure-smelling charms of fucking Octopath Traveler.
You know what?
I ain't got a Switch. I don't give a fuck about that game.
I will leave this motherfucking podcast right now if anybody disparages the game of the generation.
I played it
one
for
more
2
time.
days. I put it in an
worked.
envelope and I mailed it to my friend. And I said, "Don't even bother giving it back. You can play it."
Oh my
Wow.
god! Disgusting opinions.
And we are live on the SideQuest Summer Love Edition. SideQuesting.com.
That's a really bad name, and I think we should reconsider it.
Yeah, I'm vetoing it. I'm using my Canadian veto.
Usually, we'll have to come up with a name. Throughout this podcast, we will brainstorm names.
I'm using my Canadian ancestry veto as well.
your Canadian ancestry, which is
I'll allow
French
it.
ancestry.
Nah, man, it's Newfoundland. They're just weird.
Newfoundlands.
They rule. You can't
I
understand them.
am Dali Demovsky. Joining me as usual, that bastard Tom Johnson.
What up?
Wait, I don't want to say as usual because you haven't been on the last couple episodes. So
Nah, I skipped 2.
Yep. Sam Dixon.
Hello, friends. Back again. Not dying.
Not
Still
dying.
alive.
I think you spread it virtually to me. And the one, the only Aaron Kelly.
I think this is 5 in a row.
I think you have made 5 in a row. Yeah, the last one you were on with us, I think the one with Jimmy screwed up. So that lasted a whole 12 minutes or something like that. But
Thanks.
we'll have to re-record that.
It's 'cause I
Also,
wasn't here.
making a return appearance, coming down the ramp, weighing in at 185 pounds.
I wish.
Take a few. The Hashtag0nist.
Dragon's Dogma. Just putting it out there.
Just putting it. The Dragon's Dogma.
That's right.
That's going to be your.
That's his finishing move. That's what the announcer says. He's like, wait a minute. He's signaling. Yes, he's setting him up for the Dragon's Dogma.
Here it comes.
Hey, honey,
He
you
just
ready
nailed
for
the
the Dragon's Dogma
He
tonight?
just nailed the Dragon's Dogma off the top rope. I can't believe what I've seen.
Oh
It's
my
gonna
god,
be a
it's
great
the
episode.
Dark Arisen.
He's hoisting up the belts. Both belts. And that last beautiful person you heard, the one, the only from the Super Deformed Games cast, John, the man who goes by Mr. Megative. The opposite of Mr. Positive.
I am actually here to counter Wout's Octopath Traveler opinions. So I there cannot be light without dark. There cannot be actions without consequences, and there cannot be Octopath criticism without my vociferous defense of the game.
Listen, John, some people like bad video games, and that's okay.
I know that's why. I know that's why Wout loves Dragon's Dogma as much as he does. Oh, it's already getting heated in here.
It's already getting wonderful.
Sliding on my back like nothing.
Before we jump into all of that, though, we have a very special presentation from Aaron Kelly. Aaron, I'm going to let you take it away right now, my friend.
All right, so I just want to throw this out there. Because of the fight that's about to happen, I have written a top 10 list. In the style of Carson or Letterman, one of those. I called it List of Things That Suck.
Here,
And I'm going to put it out there right now. Octopath Traveler, not on it because I haven't played. I'm leaving that to you guys.
Oh, damn.
But I'm going to run through this list real quick because I haven't played anything because it's too hot. I'm just going to kick right into it. Number 10, microtransactions. I don't like paying money to play a game I paid money to play. Number 9, Star Citizen's ludicrous system requirements. I get like 5 frames a second in that game. I want to play it, and I can't because you need like a supercomputer. It sucks. Number 8, vacuums.
Yeah, nobody likes vacuums.
See, I don't think that's the...
Wait,
I got a really nice Dyson, and it's pretty great.
No,
Dysons
I'm
are
saying
okay.
this is a list of things that suck.
There was an
Number 8
air
on that list
horn
is
that
vacuums.
went off when you.
Oh,
said
you mean
that.
literally suck? Okay, I'm goddamn.
It's a joke, Tom.
Number 7, getting older because you forget things, and my reflexes are shit, and that makes playing online games really difficult.
Oh yeah.
How are your old bones?
Number 6, online games because my reflexes are shit, and that makes playing them really difficult. Number 5, Gamergate. Fuck every last one of them. We should fuck them all in space. Number 4, black holes because they're in space.
Black holes.
Number 3, getting older because you forget things and my reflexes are shit, and that makes playing online games difficult. You see what I did there?
Like
Number
that,
2, Steam's new updated UI because if I wanted to use Discord, I would use Discord. Have you guys seen that shit yet?
Yeah. I haven't tried it.
Yeah,
It sucks, and it uses twice as much memory as it did yesterday. And number 1 of my list of things that suck, top 10 list. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Nice. Well done. Well done. How much time did you spend putting that together?
I wrote that over about 45 seconds at work today.
It shows.
I have to get a work update from him. What's hot in the new?
I am now stocking the PAX 3 herbal vaporizers, and those are.
Let me tell you, I have one, and it's a fine product.
Do you actually have a PAX 3?
Yeah, it's great. You can do concentrate with it.
Yeah, holy shit! Why do you know that? Do you really have one?
Because I
Those
own
things
one.
are like fucking $400.
Dude, he's
Oh, they're
balling.
only 250.
He's working
like,
for
the
Game
special
Ranks. He's
pack.
balling.
Yeah, that YouTube money can really bring it in.
He's balling,
money.
man.
This is a direction I didn't expect this conversation.
This is what Patreon goes to, right?
Dude, it has yo, let me tell you, Dali. You like technology? You can use an app to tell you how hot to burn the cannabis flowers.
Please,
It's like
And
a
it has a
sous
little-
vide for cannabis.
please, the potpourri.
It's a lot like my fucking sous vide because it has an LED on the front of it, and the app can also change the color of the LED.
Wow.
LEDs are the new hotness
And
of purple vaporizers.
And you can set it so when you inhale based off of it, it makes it so the little LED looks like fire.
Oh, that's beautiful.
What color you got?
I got black.
You got to go for the blue one. The blue is the classic. That's the PAX color.
I think we just named the podcast to a sous vide for cannabis.
That's fine. What's wrong with that?
I literally own 2 different shirts that say "Weed Limit 69" on them, so I would not be opposed to it at this point.
Wow.
By the way, me trying to write sous vide in Apple on my iPhone.
Sous vide.
No, it
Sous
says
Biden.
a soul's vibe for cannabis. Sous vide is the Dark Souls of cannabis.
oh
This
my
is.
God.
I just want to tell you guys, this is some really good video game content.
This
Yeah,
is
thanks-
fantastic
thanks-
video game
thanks-
content. Well, great top 10.
Hey,
great top 10
more
list.
demo.
Yeah, I did that because, like I said, I ain't played shit because it's literally like 104 here.
Yeah.
It sucks.
And 104 Canadian is like
It's like
30,
700 American.
Yeah,
No,
that's
it's
unbelievable.
It's like
If
30, it's like 36 or something here. Whatever.
this was
Hold
a
on,
top
we have 2
100.
Canadians on this.
It's
podcast.
true. Hey, but if the top 10 things was 100 list, Final Fantasy 6 would be on 43.
Oh my god, you motherfucker!
Now you're ready to fucking die.
You fucking your entire industry can burn. The hashtag brand sucks. It's bullshit.
Bullshit. Well, gentlemen,
Fuck.
we do want to talk about games, and the hot topic, of course, is summer gaming. That's why we're Summer Love. And I do want to kind of figure out how you guys are tackling or traveling around the 8 paths of summer. I think all of us are gaming
Fuck you.
differently. the fucking daddiest joke. Problem.
That was really bad, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Like I like dad jokes, but that was awful.
I'm gonna have a shirt that says the daddiest joke. Yeah, I want to talk about how we're fucking approaching gaming in the summer.
The game daddy.
You say the game daddy?
Game daddy, yeah.
I love it.
Go on down to my website, gamedaddy.com.
That actually does sound like that sounds like something. Does that say for work?
I'm checking right now.
Checking right now.
It's nothing. It's a fucking squatter website.
Oh, perfect.
Somebody, there's an opportunity there for somebody. If you're listening, GameDaddy.com. Go get on that.
Well, summer gaming is good for me at least. Is the big giant JRPGs. I grew up playing role-playing games in the summer.
My man.
Because you know, the NES, Super NES, PlayStation 1 days were kind of dominated by, you know, in my younger days, going outside and enjoying myself. But when I wasn't doing that, I wanted to kind of be enthralled in, I don't even know if that's a real word, but I want to be enveloped. I want to be filled with the stories.
Okay, we're doing VOR now. That's fine.
It's getting steamy in here.
JRPG, it's steamy here, guys. Steam chatting here. The JRPGs just tended to really kind of fill that void. This is going off the rails really quickly. We're drinking heavily.
It's fine. Slime on it.
And so I grew up with JRPGs, and for me, Octopath Traveler falls perfectly in that zone. I know not for one or two of you fuckers, but Octopath Traveler, as well as and I think the reason is because I want one game to kind of stretch the length of summer to just keep me occupied for the entire time, so I don't have to.
Octopied.
Did you mean octopied?
I didn't even think about that.
1 second.
We're gonna never finish this podcast.
But then I've also been supplementing it with a bunch of indie titles, like smaller indie games. But I'm curious as to what you guys are doing during the summer, what you're playing, how you're approaching your summer days. All of us have different stages in life. Some have kids that we don't know about. Some are vehemently against having kids, and some have pets. So what are your? We'll start with the two guests that we have that are ready to just rip each other's heads off with the Octopath Traveler talk.
Wow.
You're
go first.
Playing Octopath Traveler.
Yeah, so I am playing Octopath Traveler, and at this point I pretty much hate playing it because it's a $90 game.
Because it's not good.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so I'll try to boil this down. Octopath Traveler is a very good game if you consider it baby's first RPG, because it has like some of the things that we love and know about RPGs, but then it like takes away everything that makes it great. Like if I look at,
and they also try and make you look past all of the bad parts by how colorful and cool it looks too.
God, I know I need to keep my mouth shut.
Because it does look good. Like it's the art style is fun, it's great, and it puts those nostalgia goggles like fast on your head, and John has not been able to take them off yet. Because once you do that, you'll notice that there is so much weird stuff in this game, and it does not deserve a pass. Like if I see how critical we are of like AAA games, anything that comes out, there's always something like, that's not so good. Whenever I look at people talking about Octopath, they seem to ignore all the stupid weird stuff that the game does, and it does a lot of stupid weird stuff, and it's bothering me. Like I am having a tough time loving this game, and I really want to love it, but I just can't. It's just too weird sometimes. Like this, I just made it into chapter 2, and I do admit it gets a little better there, but everybody knows how this game works. You pick a player, and then you pick up all your companions. So I was asked to care about my character that I picked first, and then my character does not speak for a good 20 hours. And for me, 20 hours is like a week's worth of playtime. And I have a lot of time right now. If I would not have that time right now, it would be probably 2 weeks. I think that's just so strange. And everybody seems to be willing to overlook that weird design. Just because it looks fancy and it reminds us of Final Fantasy VI, and it has a cool combat system. I'm having a hard time with it. That's all I'm saying.
So for me, yeah, I'm snarky about it, but WoW and I love each other, and I love WoW despite his wrongness. For me, the RPGs of yesteryear, like when you talk about, your Final Fantasy 4s and 6s and your Secret of Manas and your Saga Frontiers, all of their plots revolve around, a group of people brought together to save the world from some dark god, or some guy who became a god and became like a dark angel, those are all the JRPG tropes. I actually appreciate the fact that these are 8 separate small scale stories about like, a thief trying to get his honor back, or a woman trying to avenge the death of her father. I totally get what people are saying about how there's not much cross-pollination between the stories, but I will say that as somebody who has poured in, I'm actually playing it right now. That's why I'm not on camera, full disclosure. But as somebody who is 61 hours into the game now, and I've finished 2 of the chapter 4 stories, I can tell you right now, there are things that are starting to tie all the stories together, and I'm like, oh, no, now this makes sense. There is character interaction in the form of vignettes that start, it's called Travel Banter, that starts in chapter 2, and you got the 2 characters talking to each other. And I get that's jarring for some people, because even though these characters are not present in each other's like actual cutscenes during, their individual stories, it's clear that this is a group of travelers on the road together because they're talking about what they've just experienced. Like, hey, Therian, how do you feel about what just happened? And, oh, Primrose, I'm really, I really feel for you, and I hope we're able to catch the guys that killed your father, stuff like that. For me, it reminds me more of games like Saga Frontier or Live Alive, old RPGs where there's separate stories and there's not a lot of cross-pollination, but there's still that kind of connective tissue that's tying everything together. I think the stories are really well done. I think they're, especially characters like Primrose and Alphen, are just really well done stories with interesting characters. And the combat system is like playing chess. I think like the break system is one of the best combat systems in an RPG I've experienced in years. And I guess I'll just close by saying that it's an easy front runner for my game of the year, and it's already one of my favorite JRPGs of all time. I love it. I'm in love.
Yeah, so I agree that I appreciate like the 8 small stories, and I don't need this world this apocalypse event, but like not acknowledging each other even in text. Like I walked into a cave with like 4 super badass warriors, and they go like, "Oh, you have a lot of nerve showing up here all by yourself." Like in 2018, that should not be okay in a game. And you know what I did today? What I did today is I went to Alphen's hometown. I mind controlled his best friend, then broke into his house and stole everything his little sister owned. And he was right there looking at it, and the game doesn't do anything about it. And that is just so weird to me.
But that's part of that. But that's part of that. That again, it's going to sound weird, but that is hearkening back to those old school like Super Nintendo RPGs when like you walk into like an old man's house and he's like, "Hey, good luck on your quest to go kill the bad guy," and then you open all the chests at his fucking house. Take all his potions. He's just like, he doesn't say anything. He's just like, "Oh yes, take all my personal possessions. I don't mind." Like it's weird. It doesn't make any sense, but it's actually a callback to old like Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo RPGs where you could literally just do shit that doesn't make sense, but nobody's gonna notice because it's a game. Like although I do understand, I totally get the criticisms. Like if you didn't grow up with those games or you didn't have, I totally understand why somebody would say, "Well, that doesn't make any fucking sense."
Yeah, I don't want to take over the whole podcast. All I'm saying is, in Link's Awakening on the Game Boy, when I stole a bow from a shop, I was called thief for the rest of the game, and that's engagement right there.
Yeah,
another thing,
you deserve
still
it,
a fucking thief.
Yeah. This story is so not engaging that John is able to have a podcast and play the game at the same time.
I'm in an optional dungeon right now. I'm in an optional dungeon, you motherfucker. There's no story in an optional. Ooh, fuck you.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah.
Wow.
That's good. That's good.
Curse on humanity. I love you.
And Tom, you gave it away, right?
Oh yeah,
Basically.
I sent it. I put an envelope and I'm mailing it to my friend Anthony because I'm like, he's like, "Hey, let me know when you're done." And I'm like, "You know what? You can just have it."
Oh shit.
Oh jeez.
So like what do you guys look for in a summer game? Because I think Octopath to me feels like the right kind of stuff. Maybe JRPGs just aren't the summer style So
hardcore nudity. I'm playing
hardcore
Conan.
nudity.
I'm playing Conan again.
Yeah, dick sliders. Yo, I just gotta say they updated No Man's Sky. Very disappointed they don't have dick sliders. So 0 out of 10.
Missed opportunity. Missed opportunity.
Yeah, Conan Exiles. You gotta have a bunch of dick sliders. On console they have dick sliders, but he's wearing a loincloth.
Oh shit!
So you can still move
loincloth
dick
slider.
Dick Slider actually sounds like a porn star's name.
Does it have realistic dick physics on console? Like, is his fucking giant bulge throwing that loincloth around when you walk?
I mean, I hope so.
I don't know.
If you're going for realism, it would.
If you're going for realism, gravity is important.
Why is buying that game?
If there's gonna be a giant dick basket in my face for an entire game, I at least want that shit to move and act proportionally. Like it needs to be realistic. Just.
I want to experience something that I've never.
I need that bell end slap.
What are these feelings I'm
when I
feeling?
climb up something?
You want to climb tree trunks. So, Aaron, you've been playing Conan. Why are you going back to Conan right now?
I just had a couple of friends that were like, "We got a server, come play."
Like, God, look at these dicks.
I was like, "All right," because I got fucking nothing else going on. Right, I'm basically biding my time till Monster Hunter PC comes out.
Okay,
Yo, I got that.
That was August.
I just finished
early
August. That's in like 2 weeks or something like that, the release. And
yeah,
Tom over here's got the beta testing access. I don't have. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Dali? What's going on there?
It's fucking great.
I didn't get it either, so I don't know what you're fucking talking about. So you guys look for like big expansive games during the summertime? Is that something that you guys think is, or you guys hop around?
I don't really have like a like this
Go-to.
weather is related to this game type thing.
Yeah.
I guess it's because of like the nature of my job is that like I have to play games all the time, all goddamn always. But I've always associated big long RPGs with the winter, personally.
Yeah. Oh, okay, interesting.
I mean, I've been on. No, please go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, like, the winter thing is the only sort of seasonal thing I associate with anything, just because I got Final Fantasy VIII at release for Christmas. And so that was the game I played over the Christmas break. And so that is what I associate with that period of time. But anything else is like, fuck it. Like, I don't know, Zelda in the summer, because I got Ocarina for my birthday, I guess.
That's a damn good birthday present.
Yeah, it was. But
I guess I like stuff like Skyrim and like Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy VIII and stuff like that. I all played like over like December, January. So like I guess I associate with that for that. Like I need to play this type of game. Like I played a fuck ton of Hollow Knight because it was out.
Hollow Knight is fucking great. That's a fucking video game.
That's on my to buy list.
No, like I mean, I've been on Octopath. I have played nothing but Octopath Traveler since it released, and I'll finish it up. I'll probably I'll clear all the final chapters, and there's actually I won't tell you what it is, but there is a final boss that ties everything together. But I'll finish that, and then I'll probably move on to. I'm really looking forward to Dead Cells on Switch.
Hell yeah, you are.
Hell yeah, dude! Like, I want to be able to take Dead Cells wherever I fucking go all the time, because that game is pure fucking gold. And it's a good summer for games, man. You got Okami HD coming out for Switch, and fucking Chasm is finally dropping next week after a billion fucking years. Like it's a good end of the summer.
Got fucking Yakuza 2 coming out next month.
Man, whatever.
Okay, hold on. I gotta interject with something right now. Fucking Tom is retweeting old ass hot takes of movies that I went and saw.
2000.
How are you finding these, by the way?
I'm searching Dali Dubovsky and name of movie.
Wow, really?
So stuff like 5/11 2008. Just got back from Iron Man. Not as good as everyone hyped it up to be. Fun movie, but not as good as Spider-Man 1. Batman Begins.
What?
Dude, it's true though.
No, it's not.
Hold on, absolutely not. Let's see. Here's the one that almost put me in the fucking ground.
I know this one.
Was hey, went and saw Elysium last night. One of the best movies I've seen this summer. better than Pacific Rim. Better than Pacific Rim, but on par with Iron Man 3 and Wolverine, which means Dali thinks that Pacific Rim is worse than Iron Man 3 and Wolverine.
Okay, remember Wolverine fucking the X-Men Origins Wolverine sucked dick. All right.
Okay, these aren't even bad takes.
And Pacific Rim fucking owns Bones.
Yeah, and Pacific Rim wasn't all that great because
it's fucking great.
Pacific Rim was great.
Sucks. I'm gonna dig up your shit, Tom. I'm gonna just do a search for Tom Johnson Dragon Ball Z, and we're gonna find
Dali's
you guys hear me talking about how much I fucking love Goku?
He's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Hey, guess what? They added Goku now, which means that soon enough you'll be able to have 2 full teams of Gokus if they keep up at this rate. Because they're gonna add Super Saiyan 3 Goku probably. They'll probably add another one.
Do they have Ultra Instinct Goku yet?
Not yet. So they'll add Ultra Instinct. Maybe they'll add Kid Goku.
Oh hell yeah! Give him that stick.
But
let me ask
as
you.
it stands, you can have full team.
Let me ask you guys a quick question.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
No, right now you can make that. You got Goku Black. You got fucking Goku Super Saiyan. You got Goku Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. You got regular Goku, and then you got Bardock, who's just basically a Goku palette swap. So you have 5 Gokus so far.
Now I'm gonna throw a red flag on this because Goku Black is not Goku, even though he looks like Goku. I'll give you Bardock. I'll give you Bardock because it's his dad and it's close enough. But Goku Black is not Goku.
Yeah, I know. But man, if they add like a Super Saiyan 3 Goku, you could have 2 teams of Gokus.
Goku v Goku.
Yeah, man. But yeah, go ahead, dig up my fucking lifelong love of Dragon Ball Z and put it out to the world. I'm not gonna front.
I've never seen a single episode of Dragon Ball Z.
I'm like, it's really good.
Am I missing out? Like, is that something I need? Is that like a train I need to buy a ticket for?
It's pretty fucking good.
Like people talk about Broly on the internet, and they're like Broly, and I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Oh yeah, man, they're putting out a new movie. It's a character that wasn't canon.
I can't wait.
I would generally. Are you fucking with me? Or are you being serious right now?
No, I'm 100% serious. I fucking love
because I'm on that hype train. I'm on that Broly hype train.
See, I don't even know what that means. Like, I didn't even know what it was. I'm like, is that a disease? Like, is there a case of Broly going on?
I saw the trailer and I was like, oh shit, is that Ultra Instinct Goku in that? How's it? Because like Goku beat him already. It's like Super Saiyan. Like, how's it even going to be a fight? But it's going to be so good.
They erased it from the canon because this one's a Toriyama based thing. So now this is real.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, man, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Okay, so here's the thing about Dragon Ball is that if you guys think about Dragon Ball in like wrestling terms, I think you guys could be down with it more. Because Dragon Ball Z and wrestling are very, very similar.
Well, hold on a minute. I've seen an actual Dragon Ball Z fight, and I've seen a WWE match. I don't think those are. I don't know, man.
You don't think a Roman Reigns match goes on way too long?
No, but I also don't think that Roman Reigns and fucking The Miz are flying around the arena and shooting giant like nuclear fireballs at each other either.
No,
they would if they could.
And if they are, I'm watching the wrong kind of fucking wrestling.
I'm just gonna throw this out here. Rey Mysterio flies around that ring when he was in.
See, I don't even know who that is. I don't watch wrestling. I've never seen this. I like people talk about this stuff to me, and I'm like, I don't know. If
I
it's
haven't
not
watched wrestling in 20 years.
If it's not Marvel game, if it's not like Marvel games, if it's not video games or Marvel, I have no fucking idea. Period.
Yeah, man.
Period.
Yeah, you should watch Dragon Ball Z. There's a dog president.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, weird. It's like a parallel to what we have now.
Krillin becomes a cop at one point, and then he's just a cop.
Yeah, they make him a fucking cop.
Not even a good cop. He's like a traffic cop, isn't he?
Yeah, and he also like kind of sucks.
I'm actually going to watch an episode of Dragon Ball Z, and I'm going to report back to Tom on what I think.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Listen, you hang out after the show, and we'll get you set up. Don't worry about it.
All right, so let's get back on the topic here so we can actually power through the first of the 8 segments of our paths.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, this joke's never good.
Wout just tweeted, "True Life, I still understand the appeal of Dark Souls starring Tom Johnson. That's a real show you can make because I don't understand the appeal of Dark Souls."
We're all retweeting it.
I'll educate you.
We're all.
I like Bloodborne. That's it. I think all the other ones are bad.
Now, I just want to throw out that right before he retweeted that, he also retweeted November 23rd, 2013. Tom Johnson. I'm really jonesing for some time with Dark Souls again.
So what you're saying is that Tom is just spreading fake news right now.
Yeah. What I'm saying is that people change, and I realized later on that Dark Souls was people realizing. Mistaking difficult, like bad game design for intentional difficulty.
Oh my god, there is no.
Hey, talking to Dark Souls fans is a Dark Souls talking, man.
It really is. It really is.
And at my wise old age of 28, I can realize this now.
I got there was a really good Dark Souls panel at PAX East that you really should have gone to, man. Like I knew a few guys in that panel. It was really good. You should have attended that. You might have learned a thing or two.
Very handsome too.
Handsome guys with
funny,
lots of chest hair. It was really good. It was really good shit.
It's beautiful stuff. I've heard. So how are you guys? What are you guys playing this summer? Where are you playing this summer? Are you guys playing console, PC? Are you handheld? Are you mobile? Are you just saying fuck gaming altogether?
I'm playing.
I've been playing a lot I've been playing a lot of games, mostly on my phone because I got way into idle games again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like what? Like which one are you playing?
Right now I got back into I downloaded Venture Capitalist again. That's kind of a go-to. I downloaded Egg Inc. is a really good new one.
Is that your Goku?
Nah, there's apparently a Dragon Ball Z like card game
I played
that
it.
I haven't gotten around to yet. Is it good?
It's okay. I mean, it's fine.
Is it WWE Super Card, but with Goku?
Yeah, the one you really want to play is the what are those style of games called? Like they've got like the Fire Emblem ones that are all on the iPad. Starts with a P.
That type of thing.
Oh yeah,
it's not. Gotcha. There's a Dragon Ball Gotcha game.
Yeah, the Gotcha games.
That's actually really good. That I played a lot of. Have you been playing? Have you played Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms?
That's a hell of a name.
Yeah, it's the official D&D Idle game.
That was actually the original name of our podcast.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Ooh,
I've been playing that.
I like Egg Inc. a lot. Egg Inc. is you're basically making, you're making a chicken farm, and you're building them like fucking offices to work in. It's pretty good.
Nice.
All the microtransactions feel fair.
Top 10 list.
Top 10 list, number 10.
Hey, guess what? Your top 10 was I don't like microtransactions. I don't like paying for it, but it's a free game.
That's a fair point. That's absolutely a fair point.
Wow, what are you
outside
of Octopath? What are you doing?
I'm getting into streaming because I have a lot of time on my hands right now. So I've been streaming my speedruns for Dragon's Dogma. I'm now 5th in the world with my speedrun. So it's pretty cool. And now I'm doing a full playthrough because nobody believes me when I say this is the best game of all time. So I'm showing the best parts.
Dragon's Dogma is the Octopath Traveler of PlayStation and Xbox.
Except people actually talk to each other.
Oh, shit.
Man.
I never played that.
So full of shit, Wout.
Weird shit.
It is super good. It just got a bad rap, man. It's got a bad rap, but it's actually super good.
That's the game where you can climb on things and like mount them no matter what, right? Yeah.
But you can set yourself on fire first and then climb the Cyclops and stab him in the eye 100 times. It's super amazing.
Did you?
I did that in God of War.
No, you did not. You did not set yourself on fire.
I literally climbed a Cyclops and stabbed him in the eye.
That's a cutscene, bro. That's a cutscene.
No, that's like gameplay. No, that's quick time event. That's gameplay. That counts.
That's what I mean. Quick time event. It's not the same thing.
Sorry, that counts.
Someone was about to say something smart.
I was just going to ask. Did you give the item to the Duchess or to the shopkeeper?
Oh, I didn't. Like when I speedrun, I just go through it. But usually I end up with Mercedes because she's the best NPC of all time.
I have a friend that plays that game, and they asked me about this once. I've never played it. I only know that's a thing in the game.
Yeah, so if you give the item, that kind of locks in your romance options because the game gives you like a life partner by judging by how often you talk to people. So sometimes you end up with like the court jester because you just talked to him twice and to nobody else. It's super funny. So that's why they put that item in the game so you can actually choose who's going to end up in your end cutscene, who the dragon takes. So it's kind of fun. It's pretty good. It's the best game ever, actually. Well, actually, it's the best game ever.
Actually, Saints Row the Third is the best.
But yeah, that's all I'm playing right now.
Okay.
And I am going to probably play Danielle's Inferno, which is a game from One More Story Games. And I had the CEO of my podcast last week, and I was so intrigued that I will have to play this game.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's
that's collusion I can get behind.
Yes, indeed.
It's a collusion. Cool. John, what else are you playing, or is Octopath just?
Well, I'm literally I'm literally playing Octopath Traveler on a podcast.
I know you're playing it right now. You're on the toilet. You're playing Octopath. You're pooping out good vibes. I like it.
I'm pooping out some. I don't know if it's good vibes or not, but no. So after
Octopath soul vibe for cannabis.
After I finish Octopath Traveler, I think Chasm is going to be, because I should have it finished this weekend, and Chasm drops next week. I'll probably mix it up with some Mega Man X Legends collections. I fucking love Mega Man X. And then when Dead Cells comes out, man, it's actually perfect. I'm on vacation that week, and we're just staying home, so it's fucking Dead Cells week.
Nice.
But yeah, no, dude, this is like, and fucking Iconoclasts drops for Switch.
That's in a couple weeks, right?
Yeah, same day.
That is my go-to 2018 so far.
Iconoclast is okay.
Iconoclast, Wout and I can agree. Iconoclast is fucking awesome. If you haven't played that,
really well on the site too.
Yeah, you owe it to yourself to give that game a shot. It's great.
I think that's one I'm definitely looking forward to, because that and Dead Cells, because people have been chatting about that quite a bit. Hey Sam, what are you playing, dude? What's your summer go-to stuff besides driving around BMWs and trying to just be alive?
Well, we've been talking so much about the Switch, but we haven't even talked about the best Switch exclusive of this month, which is Toad's Treasure Tracker.
Dude, yes!
Yes!
Rained again onto the Switch and graced us with its just amazing puzzle solving and diamond/star finding adventures.
It's a beautiful game.
It's so good. It looks so nice.
It's the World Cup of games. It's a beautiful game.
It's a fantastic, yeah. And I'm glad. I'm one of those guys. I'm glad all these Wii games are getting a second chance at life on the Switch. Like, some people are upset about it. I think it's great.
Yeah,
well,
I think we deserve it.
We talked about it because at 1 or 2 episodes back, because nobody bought the Wii U. Like, nobody did. And so this is the first time for so many people to try it. These are basically new for a lot of Switch. I mean, the Switch has already outsold the Wii U, so these are all brand new for Switch owners. And
yeah, I mean, I never had one.
I think it's great for people to be trying this out. I almost wish they would have paced it out a little bit better with all these remakes, but reissues. But Toad was the one that I think I was probably looking forward to more than anything else. And have you got any of the newer levels?
No, I've been trying to take it slow. Don't want to blow my Toad load as fast as possible. So I haven't made it to the new stuff, but I've been making sure that I complete all the extra challenges and finding the Pixel Toad in each of the levels.
That's cool. And the amiibo still works, right?
Yes. Well, I mean, I've only scanned one, and it gave me a free life. I don't know if they're supposed to do anything else, but
I think that's all they basically do.
Yeah.
Sweetness, and that's basically it. I take it from you, just the
I can't. Turning on my PlayStation makes the temperature in my house go up 15 degrees.
And it's already like 110. So
yeah, it's a launch console, so the thing runs like a vacuum cleaner.
Vacuum cleaners.
I have been. Yes, they also suck. I have been trying out Shin Megami Tensei. Just had a mobile game that went up.
Oh shit! Is that live?
Yeah, Shin Megami Tensei Liberation DX2. Might as well be a Persona game. It's free to play. Download it. Become friends with me, so your little monsters can help my little monsters kill things. So yeah, it's Persona and also Shin Megami Tensei if you ever played those games. And then also available on the Switch as a free to play is Galaxy Variant S.
Yes.
Which is the free-to-play version of Galaxy.
So how is this free-to-play compared to Galaxy?
It's super weird. It takes a lot. Like, if you've ever played Galaxy, you're basically an anime spaceship that can also turn into a mech and fight space battles and stuff. And it's a lot about, like, managing how upfront you want to be in fights and how you can sort of convince enemies to fight each other and like using the environment to your advantage and stuff like that. And all that stuff is kind of still in there, but they've stripped it back like a lot. Like you no longer have a ship that can turn into a mech. You can either be a like ship-based ship or a mech-based ship into these missions. And like they take all this stuff away from you. Like most of your movement abilities from the ship, from the main game aren't in there. You have to like unlock them by like finding parts and different missions and stuff like that. So it's kind of like, it's almost like a training wheels version of the game. Like I feel like there will be a lot of people that'll play this and like maybe figure out that they really like it. And instead of dumping a bunch of money into microtransactions, like go and buying the original game. And I think if you've played the original game, it's something to look at. I don't know if I'm going to stick with it, but it's not bad. There doesn't seem to be too much of a, like, you know, you can only play like 15 missions a day, or, you know, yes, you won't be getting as much rewards, but you could keep playing it nonstop if you wanted to. I think it's worth a try. At least it's free. It's on the Switch. I think it might also be on other mobile platforms.
Oh, interesting.
I remember seeing it at E3 and like no one going to that booth and being like, that game will probably fail. And then the first day it was available for download, I'm like, this game's great. So I don't know. Check it out.
There was a flurry of stuff that launched on the Switch, like right around E3. I just picked up, let's see, what it was that just went free to play. Paladins just went free to play.
Paladins?
Paladin?
Have you been playing the Night Fort that all those kids are talking about?
All right. Night Fort. So I picked that up. But yeah, Galaxy. I actually just picked up Enter the Gungeon.
Oh, good get.
I've heard so many good things about that. And I'm playing through 20XX on the. Now, this game came out on early access like a few years back. We've been playing it forever on PC. I think we saw it when it was like a completely different name back at like the first PAX East, essentially 9 years ago. It seems like. But they sent over a review code. So I'm finishing up my review for it, but everybody's raving about Mega Man X Collection, Legacy Collection at launch, and really only the first like 3 Mega Man X games were any good. The Super NES ones were the good ones. 20XX is Mega Man X, but kind of like fan fiction Mega Man X, and by fans who really love the source content. And they're shorter. The game plays like almost like these mini speed runs. It's roguelite, I should say, because it just throws chunks of levels at you and randomizes them as opposed to whole sections. But I'm enjoying it. It's not magnificent, but the art reminds me of like, you know, fan flash art, Photoshop style. But I'm enjoying the game. It's kind of a fun, quick pick up and play type of thing. And then a little bit of Octopath, and I'm still plowing through Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, which I'm not loving at all, but I'm like more than halfway through, so I just gotta complete it at this point.
Dali, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Is anybody playing No Man's Sky Next?
Yeah, I was playing.
And
well, you're cutting out bad.
Yeah, you're dying over there, Tom. Maybe that's Sony telling you that you can't talk about it.
He's bought hard. This is penance for his Octopath Traveler.
What's that, Tom?
I'm telling you, this is because he mocked.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Now we can. Okay. No, we can't.
Yeah, no, it's like actually in and out.
Everything you just said sounded like ass. Like your opinions on games and movies.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you mock Octopath Traveler.
Wow, it's gonna start losing it next.
No. My connection is solid.
You're gonna see somebody from Square Enix just come into WoW screen and grab him by the neck and drag him off screen.
Oh, and there goes Tom. He's gonna restart his computer.
He's gonna come back. He's gonna come back.
Yeah, I haven't been playing it. I've heard a lot of folks say that you basically just got to start over.
Yeah.
Yeah, but from what I've heard, I played a little bit of it yesterday. I mean, right off the bat, it feels like a different game. It looks like it looks beautiful now. They really increased the quality of life when it comes to just the the frequency of really unique, beautiful worlds that you find. Because I've dumped about 30 hours into the No Man's Sky vanilla, and like most of the worlds I found are just barren wastelands. You know, I'm like, wow, like this is okay. Look, oh, it's another desert planet with a bunch of valleys and fucking little frogs running around. Oh, look at this. But now there's like, I mean, there are literally, like, for example, like there was, I don't, did you guys see the story that was circulating on Twitter today about the guy who found a planet that randomly generated enemies with acid blood that only came out at night?
Yeah, the humming egg story.
Yeah.
What?
That was
That sounds pretty dope.
Dude, and it's they're called like bioterrors.
Horrors.
Horrors, bio horrors. Yeah, and it just says bio horror warning, and all of a sudden, like the game just randomly generated these acid blooded aliens that you may never find on any other world, and it made for such a cool little story. And that is what, that is what is so cool about this now, is that in No Man's Sky you can like just go adventuring with your friends and find these organic stories out in the world that you can talk about. Like if that happened, like they're gonna go to work tomorrow and talk about that. Like, oh man, we were playing No Man's Sky last night. Oh, can you believe that shit? That is what I love about games like that. And yeah, you can give Sean Murray shit for saying this is the game it should have been at launch, and that's true. But at the same time, you got to admire Sean Murray and Hello Games. I mean, a lot of developers, a lot of studios would have released the game and just dropped it and like, well, it is what it is. Like here it is. Here's No Man's Sky. But they really worked their asses off to bring this game up to speed and make it what we all wanted it to be. And fucking hats off to them, man, because they really knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, you got to say that the guy that did the thread with the humming eggs, he's like a narrative designer. So what really happened in the game was they found an egg shot at an aliens game. Like he just made a real good story out of it.
Oh, did he? Yeah, yeah. But still, like, I mean, just finding that, like, and knowing that nobody else who plays that will probably have that same experience is just.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. It has so much potential. I am not gonna go over the hump of downloading that game again. Like there's other stuff to do and to play, but it looks very interesting. I'm glad people are reacting well to it, because that game definitely.
Me too.
Deserve a second chance, even though it's the one of the few games that actually got me mad when I bought it. Like legit, I was like, "What the hell, man?"
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was upset too. I was like, "This is not what was promised."
Yeah.
So is it now the game that they promised 2 years ago?
More or less, yeah.
Might be worth checking out then.
I mean, I think it is. I'm honestly, like, it's. Like I said, you can give them shit for delivering 2 years later the game that should have been at launch, and I totally get that. Like, this is the game that they promised, and it's 2 years later we've got it. So that you could give them grief for that, but honestly, man, at the end of the day, it's just a really good game that does something that literally nothing else on the market does, which is to allow you to explore just this huge, open, unfettered galaxy of worlds. And it's insane. Like, WoW just said, the potential this game has now is just incredible. And they're going to do weekly updates, which just blows my mind. Free weekly updates. I don't know what that entails, but it sounds fucking good.
I'm curious to see how fans come back to the game. I think they noted they have 50,000 concurrent players.
Yeah.
Which is like the most they've maybe ever had, but since launch. But I'm curious to see. They're trying to get it in right now, before the big season of games starts to pile in here.
Smart.
So it's the perfect
move.
time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And how long they stick around? That's what I wonder. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how many. This game is going to live or die based on the support it gets. Like you say, you're going to do weekly support. Made it, weekly updates. Make them good, and keep up with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's an onslaught of fucking games coming out this fall.
Oh God, yeah. Yep.
Although I will say right now, I think this game is going. I think No Man's Sky, as it stands right now, is going to have far better legs than Sea of Thieves.
Oh God, yeah. See,
I played Sea of Thieves for like 3 hours and I was done. I'm like, okay.
Sea of Thieves is fucking like basically dead on arrival, isn't it? Like there's not even any. Like No Man's Sky at least had people pissed off about it, so they kept watching it. Like Sea of Thieves doesn't have anything.
Well, in 2 years they're going to do their thing.
Sea of Thieves 2.
Yeah, no, Sea of Thieves 2020 is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, what I don't get is that, like, the Sea of Thieves is a game based purely on cosmetics, right? Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Those are your rewards of cosmetics. And it's a first-person view, so you don't ever see the shit you're really wearing. So, like, that's one of those games that could really benefit from a third-person camera. But, I mean, I saw people comparing, well, Sea of Thieves is still better. I'm like, no, it's not. Like I mean, see, there are 3 activities in Sea of Thieves, and in this, I feel like No Man's Sky has so much more potential than Sea of Thieves does. But maybe that's because flying through the galaxy is far more interesting to me than sailing around on a pirate ship. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
I think there's something more infinite and varied and more possibilities with
exactly
space stuff rather than, I mean, pirate stuff. There's dudes on water and there's pirates, and maybe they'll throw in a fucking mermaid every once in a while.
Let me put this to you: isn't exploring space just a giant ocean?
Oh, is there a dumb button for muting?
I mean, really, in our own way, aren't we all kind of exploring space?
Aren't we all? Tom is going to be exploring space because he has been booted. His internet sucks, so he's until he's able to get his shit back up. We're without him. Maybe it's for the better.
Maybe he should give
Miss you, Tom.
I
want to give shit to Ryan Gann because he likes to talk smack. By the way, Ryan, we love you and we also hate you. Anyways, let's talk a little bit about SDCC. Not SDGC, but SDCC.
I mean, we could talk about SDGC if you want.
San Diego Comic-Con. I want to touch briefly on some of the announcements that popped out of there. I don't know how many of you gents have been kind of keeping tabs on what's happening over there, but I want to do a quick little rundown of some of the stuff that I found kind of interesting. First and foremost, did any of y'all see that Mega Man cartoon trailer?
No, I did not.
No, I didn't hear about this at all.
Okay, you may be good not seeing it because it's not good. But they showcased the first trailer for Mega Man, the new I think Cartoon Network TV show, and it's not a lab robot. It is a little like a preteen boy who is half robot, half human, and his inner powers awaken when his city's threatened, and that's basically the dumb aspect of it. But more importantly, I do want to say fuck Batman, and you guys want to talk about there.
Batman.
Fuck Batman.
That was
Batman.
That trailer managed to do what I didn't think was possible, and was somehow worse than all of the DC live action movies so far.
Man,
that's the trailer for Titans, the new. Coming to DC's streaming universe program thing.
He's so angsty.
I'm super excited about this one.
Are you really?
Yeah. Well, like, I do not care about source material, so I love the idea, and it's probably going to be bad. Like, don't get me wrong, it's probably going to be bad and cringeworthy and too edgy. But I love the idea of like a do not give a shit vigilante that's just gonna fucking kill people instead of the constant like, oh, I will not kill you, but I don't have to save you either stuff. You know, like that's why I like the Punisher season, the first like 4 episodes of Daredevil, not the actual show, because that is also bad. But that's interesting to me more than the whole super honored paladin superhero. So I was like, okay, cool. Like Robin is gonna fuck some shit up. I'm down. But then the rest of the trailer happened, and I was like, okay. Well, I know where this is going. Potential.
It feels like the DC movie universe, the TV shows that are spun off from the DC movie universe, as opposed to the Arrowverse in a weird way. It's a lot darker. Now, something that's not darker, but does fit in the DC movie universe is Shazam. Did you guys see that trailer?
Okay, that's I'm legit hyped for.
Yeah, that looked really good. That looked pretty good, like effects wise, and of what they showed in the trailer was surprisingly funny. I like Zachary Quinto, so yeah, I'm actually excited.
And you might like Zachary Levi as well, because he's the star in this.
Wasn't it Quinto?
No.
I was like, wait, Quinto was in here?
Quinto is Spot.
Wait, do I have the confused? Which one was the guy on Chuck?
Zachary Levi.
Okay, Zachary Levi. Then I've got the names confused. I liked him on Chuck, so I'm excited for it.
This one actually, I I was surprised after I saw that. I thought, I'm kind of digging the vibe that they're throwing it this way. It's just silly and it kind of works in a weird way, and it's almost a family-friendly vibe to it too, which you haven't seen from DC movies.
I wasn't when they first announced this movie. I didn't think that they were going to be able to pull off the fact that it's like a 13-year-old kid inside this adult's body. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like that's something I think they've tried it a few times. Not them, but it's been tried a few times in various movies, and I don't think it's been really done well since Big.
Yep.
And from what I saw in the trailer, it looked like they nailed it. So I'm gonna go see that one.
I thought Shazam and Aquaman both just don't look bad.
No,
Shazam looks like a '90s superhero movie, and I miss that vibe.
I don't. I mean, it's just too. I don't know.
What did you like?
The Shazam trailer.
It looks sick.
I don't think it looks good at all. But
it reminds me of. Do you guys remember the original Flash TV show?
Yeah,
that's what this feels like.
Well, you guys have to remember, I also don't like Witcher 3, so take my opinions with a grain of salt.
Dude.
But I think Witcher 3 is a bad video game. But I don't know. Shazam, to me, it feels like they're trying too hard. You know what you get with me. But it seems like a try too hard to me, and I'm sure it'll be fine, but it's just not something that appeals to me. And then I'm a big Marvel guy, not a big DC Comics guy. And Aquaman, I just like Black Manta's costume does not translate well to the screen, in my opinion. He looks terrible. I'm just like, oh god.
And Aquaman, he looked like a cartoon. He
looks like a manta ray from SpongeBob.
Yeah. He does. Like if I was Arthur Curry and I ran into Black Manta, I'd fall over laughing. Like I wouldn't be able to win. Like Black Manta's head. Jesus, at least do something.
It's a little too large.
Which is why I'm worried about Mysterio and Spider-Man Far From Home. Because I'm like, please, don't make it look cool. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Like, it's fine.
Where does Aquaman take place, like time-wise?
I have no idea.
I don't think
it has to be a prequel.
They said Jason Momoa basically fucking implied that he's like, at the end of the movie, he's going to be what you know him to be. So he's going to become king at the end of that movie.
It looked like
so it's an origin
story
story
basically after Justice League. Because in Justice League he's just a dude and he doesn't want to deal with all that bullshit, and in this movie he's dealing with all that bullshit. So it looks to me like it takes place after Justice League.
Yeah, I just want them.
It takes place in the ocean, doesn't it?
I just want a scene between. I just want a scene between Aquaman and Mera where they're singing the song from The Lion King. When she's like, "Well, can he be the king? I know he is the king I see inside."
Nah, this movie.
That's what I want.
Please don't
hear Under the Sea.
This movie needs to tank like I know it will, because I have a bet with someone that Cyborg is never actually going to happen.
Cyborg will never happen.
Fish tank?
Yeah, he's adamant that Cyborg is going to come out, and I'm adamant that Cyborg will never happen.
It won't. Yeah, honestly, though, I don't know, man. A year ago, I would have told you Shazam would never come out. But I will say this: I don't think the DC animated. Jesus, I don't think the DC cinematic universe is much longer for this world. I mean,
the thing is, they're having multiple they're putting out non-canon Joker movies.
I mean, yeah, they're making a fucking Joker movie that has nothing to do with that universe at all. So
a different Joker.
It doesn't make any fucking sense unless they're gonna do Crisis on Infinite Earths, which also would be fucking dumb. But
all these movies are so disconnected, it feels like Octopath Traveler.
Oh,
wow!
DCEU is the Octopath Traveler of movie universe.
Didn't they say they're doing a Flashpoint movie?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So there was a big rumor going around that the Flashpoint movie is how they're going to reboot this whole fucking mess and try and fix everything. And so, whatever. I mean, did you hear what they said about Wonder Woman 1984? That it's not a sequel; it's like a reimagining.
Yeah, they're already doing that.
It's like they're already trying to reboot the fucking. And I'm like, wow,
it was their one good movie.
Because Chris Pine in that movie very much alive.
Yeah,
I will say it's easily the best DC Universe movie. There's no doubt about that. I mean, that's a low fucking bar because Justice League was garbage, and
we all know Batman vs. Superman was horrible because
that was
Martha.
terrible. That was Martha.
Nah, man. Batman vs. Superman owns bones because of that one scene where Jesse Eisenberg just slowly unwraps a Jolly Rancher and then force feeds it to a U.S. senator as his like, this is my power move is to force feed you a Jolly Rancher.
This is how you can tell I'm evil and powerful, because I'm gonna feed you a Jolly Rancher in the most menacing way possible.
And you have diabetes, so you can't handle it.
What happens in that movie? I've never seen this movie at all.
Nothing happens. Absolutely nothing
Basically,
happens.
I'm gonna sum it up for you. So Superman and Batman don't like each other. Even though they're both heroes and they're both trying to save people.
They don't like each other because they don't know each other. But then once they know each other, they like
gotta get to know each other. Then they realize their moms have the same name, and all of a sudden
that's
like,
the only piece of information I know about that movie.
I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. He's like Martha, and he's like, how do you know that name?
Why did you say that name?
That's my mother's name. That's my. Well, no, literally, it's like Step Brothers. It's like, that's my mom's name. Did we just become best friends?
That's literally that scene, yeah.
And then he's like, "Do you want to go fight bad guys in the alley?" Yep. Like, that's literally what happened.
And then they realize that Lois Lane's like, "Oh shit, that staff that I just flushed down the toilet, I gotta go back down to reach down the toilet and pick it up again."
And they actually realized after they beat Doomsday, they realized that the real treasure all along was their companionship.
The real treasure is the best Batman scene in any Batman movie ever, where he goes to pick up Martha, because that is the baddest Batman scene I have ever seen in my life, and you cannot deny how good that is.
Didn't he kill all of them?
Yes.
Yeah, he murders so much. He like straight up kills so many people in that movie.
Well, yeah,
that's my favorite Batman.
I was watching it. I'm like, Batman, no! Like, this goes against everything you stand for, Batman.
He deflects a grenade into like an enclosed like room, and then pushes like 3 dudes into that room and closes the door. And you
you just see the door expand and a puff of smoke come out from the bottom.
It's like if Christian Bale had said, "It's not who I am underneath, but how many people I mowed down in cold fucking blood." Like, that's. It's unbelievable.
Kills people all the time in the movies, man. Like, all the time.
But he doesn't do it with like a fucking M16 like he does in this movie.
Yeah, but I love that don't give a shit Batman. Like, where everything has gone to shit and he's like, fuck this.
Batman's got
an older, not giving a fuck Batman. That is kind of the point of that character. Yeah.
They have a scene where they foreshadow the fact that like Jason Todd got by the Joker.
He did.
And then nothing ever comes of it.
I think they missed a huge opportunity to not have Ben Affleck's Batman say, "How do you like them apples?"
I think they missed a huge opportunity to not have Ben Affleck's Batman. One movie that is kind of an interesting shared universe, the trailer for Glass went live.
Oh, yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I'm in like Flynn, baby.
So Glass is the invincible and
Unbreakable
universe from M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong, our good friend. And it's kind of badass because the characters, Mr. Glass and the dude from Split, I don't remember his name in Split, but he had 8. Did he have 8 personalities or 7?
24. Sorry, 24 personalities.
They're like these really bizarre, completely strangely believable superheroes / supervillains / superpowered people, right? And so they're completely different, but they're essentially, it's like an Avengers style film where they come together and beat the crap out of each other, right?
Well, it's fucking rad because it's like every superhero thing has to have the conceit that if there's one superpowered individual, there's somebody else superpowered. And then because they're all these giant universes, that means you have tons of them. So, DC, since we were just talking about it, you've got Superman, and he's, an alien or whatever. And then you've got, Captain Atom, for example, who's basically Superman, but he's nuclear powered. And then you got Wonder Woman and, you got Batman and all this shit. And you just wind up with these crazy casts. And it seems like the conceit of this is that there's like 3 of them. Like, yeah, they're going to happen eventually, but it's not like a planet full of them. It's like these fucking 3 wildly differently powered people. And God, I'm so excited for it. It's been like, what, 25 years in the making?
And I love like the power is like, what's your special power? I have osteoporosis, but I'm really smart. I fucking dig that. But I am excited. This is a January, right? I think it comes out 2019.
January 2019, yeah. 1 month before Resident Evil 2. No, that's the same month of Resident Evil 2, actually.
Oh, it's right. Yeah, same month of Resident Evil 2.
Right now, I'm gauging everything in my life based on how far away Resident Evil 2 remake is. So, I'm like, what's that? My birthday's in 2 weeks. How far after that is Resident Evil 2 remake? Like, that's everything. That's everything right now. But no, Glass looks fucking great. I'll never forget that moment when I was watching Split, and it pans over, and they're like, "Who is that other guy who had the weird name?" And that's when I realized what was about. I was like, "No." And then you see David Dunn sitting there. I was like, "Fuck yes!" I was like, "Oh!" That was a hell of a moment for me. And
happening.
It's literally. Well, no, we don't talk about the happening. But
that's the fourth superpower.
It's like a total return to form for M. Night Shyamalan. And
Is it though? Like
so far,
that trailer did not do it for me at all.
Really?
No.
Man,
it looked a little campy to me, but I have not seen Split, so.
Split was great. Dude, you need to watch Split. Split is fucking fantastic. Yeah.
Split is great because it's an entire movie where you don't think it's connected to any of this shit, and then at the very end they're like, "Oh, by the way, it's in this universe."
Yeah.
You're like, "Whoa!"
Well, plus, James McAvoy just knocks it out of the fucking park.
Yeah, no, he's all right. No, I just thought that last line was super dumb. Like, first name Mister, last name Glass. What's
wrong with that?
Roll the graphic. Yeah. I don't know, but I have no.
The kids told him. The kids told him. They called him Mr. Glass.
I know, but like first name Mister, come on.
Hey, that's my first name. First name Mr. Last name Megative.
No, it's not, John. It's not.
Well, that's surprisingly, that's a good way to end this show, this episode, by telling us where people can find you. You wonderful people.
Jesus,
we've hit that hour mark.
But anything else you guys want to talk about? We're ending it. Like that's it.
I just wanted to say, while we're still on the topic of M. Night Shyamalan, that The Village is a criminally underrated movie. All right,
dude, I fucking love The Village.
That movie sucks. I followed
you guys are fucking
5 times.
crazy.
Yeah, that's.
I love The Village.
Okay, Tom, we actually agree on something. So
yeah, well, you guys can move into a village together and be the only ones who enjoy it.
And we'll be living in there, and it'll be 2018 forever.
Yeah. Hey, we got a good 7 minutes of content out of this hour, so.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Well, tell us.
Let's find out
where we can find you.
Portable vaporizers.
Yeah, you can buy some portable vaporizers. Find out where we can find you guys. We'll ask our special guests, our very special guests first. Where can we find you, my good friend? And tell us everything.
The whole thing. Okay, you can find me on Twitter as The Hashtag0nist. And you can also find me on all podcast services under The Hashcast, where I have a weekly show with cool guests, always cooler than myself, and sometimes John.
And sometimes John. and help out with this Patreon over there as well.
Patreon.com/TheHashtag0nist if you really like what I do, or you want to pay me to stop talking, I'll take those bribes as well.
John, where can we find you, my good friend?
Playing Octopath Traveler.
There you go.
In my basement. No, you can find me every Thursday on Super Deformed Gamescast on Twitch. Something just fell. What the hell was that?
That was
weird. Oh, my 3DS fell off the shelf.
I just throw it in the trash.
I mean, you're not wrong. I don't really use it.
I don't think I've turned theirs on in ages. I turned mine on for the first time like a couple days ago.
Yeah, I haven't turned mine on in a while. No, you can find us on twitch.tv/official SDGC, and you can follow our Twitter account at official SDC on Twitter. And I am at Mr. Megative with an M on Twitter. And every now and then you can. I've been on Wout's podcast a few times. He's got some good shit going on over there. You guys should go give him a follow too. And every now and then you can find. Wout actually streamed all of E3 with us. So you can. Wout is a frequent visitor to our channel.
Yes,
he's on there all the time. And Dali, I need to get you on.
I got to be on there.
Do you want to come on tomorrow?
No, I can't. I'm going on vacation. Dali? Yeah, I totally can't wait to be on there. Yeah, no, sorry, not anytime.
It's a fun show.
It's a fun show. I watch it. Yeah. You can, where can we find you, Tom?
I can find me pretty much everywhere at that Tom Johnson.
Mm-hmm. You got some good Game Rank stuff happening.
Yeah, we got panels coming up and live shows. It's weird.
Yeah, you're like signed up all over the place. You're that famous guy Jake Baldino's shadow. It's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, right.
You're a famous shadow. Sam, where can we find your 2 tweets for the week?
You can find them at SamDI79. I haven't tweeted in like a full month, I think, at this point. I retweet stuff every now and then, but I don't think I've tweeted for June 15th was the last time. So
nice.
Yeah, up to date. So I got a question for everybody. Is bagel bread? Sound off below.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
It is. It's boiled bread and then put in the oven. It's not that hard. God damn.
Wikipedia defines it as a bread product, much like American cheese is a cheese product.
Well,
so,
that is true.
New York State law dictates that a burrito is a sandwich. So you know what? They're always
burrito is a fucking sandwich. What the hell's going on? What?
Burrito is a single
New
piece
York.
of crap. It can't be
Exactly.
The New York,
the New York
State Department. The New York State Department of Taxation and Finance classifies gyros, burritos, wraps, and hot dogs as sandwiches.
I just want to point out that 1, you don't order a fucking hot dog sandwich or a burrito sandwich, and 2, that any state would spend taxpayer money to actually go through the time and effort to say this is the legal position of a sandwich.
Aren't gyros deep fried? Like sandwiches aren't deep fried.
I don't know. I guess sandwiches are taxed different in New York.
Oh my God.
I like that even the sign off
sandwich
is
tax.
The sandwich tax, right? New York, the big sandwich.
All I'm saying is, talking about these sandwich taxes, maybe I could see why libertarian people are the way they are.
Because of the sandwich tax.
I'm changing my Twitter handle.
Tom's last stand.
Where can we find you, Erron? Where can we find your top 10s?
You can find all my good content. You can find my writing and SideQuesting. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at ScrattyBones. And I would like to close out with a piece of trivia specifically for Tom.
Oh, nice.
Tom, do you know what my first email account was?
Smokedog420 at hotmail.com.
Nope. It was Gohan at dbzmail.com.
Man, you nailed Gohan too. Not like Gohan 45 or something like that. You were the first
Not like
Gohan.
SSJ2 Gohan at DBZ.
XX Gohan 420 Mad Blunts XX 420.
Nope, because I was watching the fucking weird like real player import before it was airing in the States, so I knew who that character was before anybody else.
You knew that he was going to be the best character, and then they ruined it.
Yep.
I should start Dragon Ball Z, shouldn't I?
Yo, in Dragon Ball Super, they're like, hey, Gohan, you going to come help save the world? And he's like, actually, I got to go to work.
I think every week I ask you guys where I should start with Dragon Ball, and you guys are like, just Dragon Ball Z.
Start with My Hero Academia.
Is that in the Dragon Ball canon?
Nah, but weird thing about My Hero Academia is that's basically just Naruto again. But that's neither here nor there.
Which Dragon Ball character is better? Goku, Naruto, or Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
The secret answer is Vegeta. He's the best one.
All right, guys.
He's the only character with growth. Anyway,
on that note, on that Dragon Ball Love Fest, that's it. That's a wrap. You can find me at Dali Damaso. You can find us at SideQuesting, SideQuesting.com, on all your podcasting services. www.sidequesting.com. Adios. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of the week. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, friends.
And you don't deep fry gyros.
yeah, seriously, it's a pita and meat.
Yeah.